So still 3.5. Example 3, find two integers whose sum is 86 and whose product is 1488. Notice, no vertex, right? I'm not finding the max or min, no max min in this section. So all of these are solving. We're finding the roots, So find two integers whose sum is 86 and whose product is 1488. I usually would do this with an x and a y, right? So I'm not sure if you like the x and the y. Some people didn't do it with two variables. I'll show you the way I like it. So I would do I'll do purple. So let two integers whose sum is 86 and whose product is 1488. So let x and y represent, you can do rep for short form, represent the integers. Okay? Again, some people do it with one variable. I kind of like the two. So I do that. Okay. You should say let P represent the product. You don't have to. We didn't do that for the vertex ones. If it helps you, then you can do that. I noticed that some people were like, did actually do that when they were doing the section with the vertex. They were saying let P represent product. You can put that. You don't have to. So I'm gonna just put it just because I did notice some students here. Let P represent. Oh, I'll do rep product. Okay. For this year, I'm not making you do this one. So if you want to, you can. I'm not making you. Next year, I will make you do every variables mentioned in the word problem must be defined. Right? This one I'm saying do the two that kind of are more focused, but next year I would want both. Okay, I wouldn't want everything. I want all three, sorry. Okay, so you don't have to do that, but you can if you want. I did notice some people putting that down, which was good. Now, I know that their sum is 86, so x plus, and look, I'm writing on the left side so I have room to go to the right. So x plus y is 86, right? Doesn't this feel familiar? Right, feels like the other question. Then we had, okay, product is 1488, so xy. So what we had last time is that we didn't know what the product was. We were trying to find the max min, so we went P equals xy. But in this case, I know that the product is 1488. So this is the product. So that is 1488. You can skip to that step if you want. You don't have to do P equals. You can go right here. But this time, I'm telling you what it equals. So it's different than the vertex question. The vertex question did not have what it equaled, right? It had just P, and we left it P, and then we subbed in. This time, I'm telling you, I'm telling you what it equals. Does that make sense? Right, so it's different,
Why do we need P? Why can't we just say that 1488 equals 6?
That's what I just said. I said you didn't have to write this, so that's why it's in a bubble. I said you don't have to do this, and you don't have to do this. I said you could go straight to here, Okay, so you can go straight here. If you want to, because some people are in the habit from last time, you kind of go P equals, and you go, oh no, but I did it like I did the vertex question. That's okay, you just put 1488 in. Okay, so you can go straight here, right? I just said that, so you can go straight here, or you can write that. Some people go, oh shoot, I'm writing P equals, that's fine. Okay, because you have the habit from the vertex questions, and you're just plugging it in.
We take marks off if we have 20 steps.
You can show me your work, so if you're ever not sure, show me your work, and then I'll take a look at it, and I'll give you feedback before a test, not during a test, but just show me. Show me the steps you're doing, and I'll be like, yes or no, I can do that quick, okay? Not during a test, any period before a test. Okay, but so some people go, oh shoot, I wrote it, that's okay. Now fill it in, and then you're gonna do the same idea. So you're gonna isolate for one of these. So I'm gonna do the y, so I'm gonna bring the x over, so y equals 86 minus x. Take this guy again, right, and plugging it in for this one. So you're going 1488 equals x times 86 minus x. And I'm showing you with the brackets what I did. Okay. So now we're not finding vertex x. So remind yourself, it's not vertex question, not vertex. Keep saying not vertex. As soon as you get the questions, when it's a test all put together, I write down, I look through the word problems and say vertex, vertex, and on the vertex ones, I write down vertex. So anything that says max min, right, and we'll review that tomorrow, anything that's max min, most, greatest, those ones, or vertex, right? Those are vertex questions. Otherwise, I'm not finding a vertex. So don't do vertex x, no. We're gonna solve it. Solve it by factoring or quadratic. So I'm gonna expand this out. Okay, because the worst part is that you get all this beautiful stuff done, you set it all up, but you answer the wrong question. you do something else, and I can't give you any marks once you've gone ahead and found the vertex, because I'm like, you didn't find the numbers, you found the maximum. Okay, so bring it over to one side, and it's a different question, right? See how it equals a number, whereas the vertex one had the p there, right? And then you couldn't find it. So let's bring everything to one side. So I'm going to go x squared minus 86x plus 1488 equals 0. So I brought these guys over. You don't have to show the arrow, but showing you what I did. And then I want you to either factor or quadratic formula. I know that 1488 is big. So finding two multiples that multiply to that and add to negative 86 is kind of hard. I would probably just do quadratic formula instead of fiddling with the numbers. Again, up to you. So I'm going to go over here. Okay, you can either do a column and say, okay, my next column. Some people were writing on top of, so as long as you're neat, we're good to go. Okay, or a line, you don't have to make it neat with the ruler. I'm doing it with the ruler because it's our notes. I'm trying to make it neat. And then do quadratic formula. So we're going to go x equals, right, because it's the variable's x, and it's going to be here, negative b plus or minus b squared 4ac all over 2a. So this will be 86, that's ABC, plus or minus 86 squared, 4 times 1, 1488, extend it, 2 times 1, and now go. So that's all I need to see. I don't need to see too much here. Then you can skip all the way to this, and I encourage you to. I don't want to see 86 squared. I don't want to see that multiplied. Let's plug this whole thing into our calculator. Do you know what? Read the question. They're integers. This is going to work out nice, right? There should not be decimals. So do plus or minus, put the whole thing into your calculator, right? So learn how to use this. 86 squared minus 4, I don't have to do times 1, but 1488 equals 1444. I'm going to right away, without copying that number down, right, press the square root button. So square root, when I press equals, it means it took the answer, and you're going to go 38. Okay, pause, keep going, and do the next step there. Sorry, so then we've got here, let's finish this off, and we've got 86. So see, I don't need to see the mini steps. So if you're like, oh, I hate copying these steps down, this is an integer. It should work out nicely. So we've got that. I press the square root. It grabs, when I press equals, it grabs my answer. So I didn't have to press answer. I just pressed equals. And then it gave me 38. So then from here, remember there's two answers. So from here, we know there's 86 plus 38 over 2, or 86 minus 38 over 2. So that's how it splits up. The plus minus makes two different answers. Do you have to show that step? No. So this little bit of calculation, if you don't want to show that, that's okay. Some people go, I just put it on my calculator and go 86 plus 38 equals divide by 2, and you can go straight to that answer. That's fine. So if you want to skip here, I'm good with that. And you're going to get your two answers. One will be 62, or, and this one I got 24. So that's where I'll let you skip some numbers, because it's either you punched it in right or you didn't punch it in right. Okay? Am I done? Okay. What am I asking you to find? What do you think? Yeah.
2 integers.
2 integers. Are those the 2 integers?
No.
No, those are not the 2 integers. These two are not a pair. These are two separate. See the word or? Two separate answers. I need you to go back to find 2 integers whose sum is 86. Can we check that? They do add to 86. I need you to double check that. So go to 86, go to the y, because sometimes I get 2 sets of integers. Do you remember getting that in grade 10? We give you ones with a positive and a negative, and you'd have 2 pairs. So do a quick double check to see if this is a pair of answers or if it's two separate answers. In grade 10, we would give you one set was positive, negative, and one set was, I can even show you, right? So you'd have, I know. So do a quick double check. So I want you to look here and go find y. And this would be y equals for this one, 86. You don't even have to show this. So 86, well, I'll show it for your notes. 86 minus 62, and that gets me 24. Ah, there you go. It is a set. So don't right away say that they're a pair. Do a quick double check. Does that make sense? And then here, if I was to find y, that would be y equals 86 minus 24. Oh, that's 62. I tricked you. They are a set. Ha! So sometimes they will be a set and sometimes they won't.
What do we do for the
If they're not, you're going to have two pairs. You're going to say this set of answers or this set of answers. I think we get that here. Yes. The next question, example 4, I'll show you when it...
What do we just subtract?
Wait. So here we'll go through. So let's finish this one off. Okay? And then I'll show you on this one what happens when you get two sets of answers. So here, let's make our conclusion. So therefore, the integers are 62 and 24. They are a pair of answers. But in example 4, I'll show you what to do when you have two sets. Okay, so it won't always be a matching pair. Sometimes it's two sets of answers. Anything else? Yes?
If we know that they're a pair, should we have to show?
No, you don't have to. But I would do a quick double check. Yeah. Okay? And I'll show you next. So this one here, if you can see right away they're a pair, then I will let that go. Yeah, so that you don't have to show me. Okay? Because that's a quick check. 86, there you go.